What's up guys, I'm Noob Genesis, and today I said I was going to do this, and I'm definitely going to be doing this. The QBB, my god, this fucking gun. This is probably the gun that I have the second biggest problem with in this game, and this gameplay is going to show you why. The first gun, of course, is the R870. That fucking thing is ridiculous. But anyway, onto this gameplay first of all. This gameplay is me. I'm going to pull a 3KD with this QBB. This is only the second game that I played. And the reason I'm pulling only a 3KD, because I know you're like, what, 3KD? That's not really showing off how overpowered a gun is. Did you just see that? Well, keep watching, keep watching. Another one. Another one. Oh my god. I'm only going to be hip-firing this entire game, and I'm still going to pull a 3KD with this broken-ass gun. And I mean, the entire game will be hip-fire only. And you'll also see, I'm not going to be one of those camping bitches either with an LMG. I'm going to be rushing around like a motherfucker. And you just saw that, I got a hit marker at that range. Are you kidding me, game? But anyway, as I said, this was only my second attempt at doing this. And the only reason the first attempt didn't get me a gameplay with a good KD or anything like that was because I didn't have the laser sight unlocked. I unlocked the laser sight the game before, got the gameplay in the first attempt with the laser sight. And this map is one of the new maps, or at least it's new to PlayStation 3. You probably would have all seen it before on YouTube, all over Xbox. But the thing you gotta know about this map, if you haven't played it, is it's mostly a medium close range map, as in it's not all close range. So I'll be hip firing at some medium ranges. You'll see me get some pretty fast kills at a distance as well as ones up close. It's absolutely crazy. So anyway, let's talk about the numbers, because that's one of the first things, obviously, when you are balancing or looking at guns in general. Now, I want you to picture this for a second. Don't just picture the PDW. I mean, sorry, not the PDW, the QBB. Just picture a gun. Now, that gun has the exact same damage as the MSMC. That gun has the same range, if not better range, than the MSMC. And so, in other words, it can kill in 3 bullets for quite a distance. Now, imagine that same gun has the rate of fire of an MP7. So it shoots faster than the MSMC and does a fair bit more damage than the MP7. Now you've arrived at the QBB. And those numbers alone should say how bullshit this gun is. A lot of people complain, as it is, that the MSMC is still a little too powerful. I don't really mind it. I think it's one of those necessarily overpowered guns, and it's barely overpowered, but if they balance anything else, they'll probably fuck it up and make another gun way more overpowered. And compared to the SMGs like the PP90M1 or the MP7 in MW3, I can live with the MSMC. However, this gun is the MSMC on steroids. The only difference between the two is this one you run slower and your hipfire spread is a little worse. But as you're seeing right now, the hipfire spread does not give a shit. The hipfire spread still can mess shit up. And the other thing you gotta note, guys, is with an LMG, when you lay down, you'll see it at some point. I lay down for a second to try and drop shot someone. You'll see the hipfire spread drops to fuck all. If I was drop shotting all these kills, I would get a hell of a lot more kills. And that's, again, just hip-firing in this gameplay. Like, I can't stress that enough, guys. This isn't me trying with this gun. This is me fucking around and hip-firing it. And it is still going to pull a 3KD, a decent amount of kills. And we're still going to win this match. It doesn't matter. I get 2 VSATs in this game. Only hip-firing this broken-ass gun. It's completely screwed up. If I tried this for a couple of hours trying to get the best possible gameplay, I could get a hell of a lot better gameplay. I could probably pull like a 7KD with this thing. Just hip firing. I mean, this gun, just the stats, everything about it, the way it plays, it's just broken. And the next thing you got to look at is how it's meant to be played. Now, Treyarch, I don't understand Treyarch logic. They made Ghost so you had to be moving, right? And the reasoning for this was to prevent people camping with Ghost. And both Treyarch and Infinity Ward have started making their maps smaller and smaller because they want to make COD a very fast-paced game. So the LMGs, They decide to make them long-distance weapons. That's completely understandable. And yet, at the same time, they make them close-distance weapons. Both the QBB, the LSAT, and the MK48 all have potential to kill people up close better than most of the other guns in the game. And that's not including one-shot weapons, of course. But other automatic weapons, those guns will wreck. And then you've got the hammer. If you don't know, the hammer, just like the AN-94, fires its first, or the AN-94's first 2 bullets, but the hammer fires its first 7 bullets at a faster RPM. The first 7 bullets, if I'm not mistaken, fire at the same rate as, I think it's the LSAT, before dropping off to the same speed as the MK48. So those 7 bullets is pretty good. I mean, if you fire 7 bullets in an LSAT, you can stop and then just re-hit the trigger and you're going to be firing at that same, like, you just fire those 7 bullets again. You can do that with the hammer just fine. It's a lot easier to do than the 2 bullets of the AN-94. And the thing with that is, it is a very powerful gun. Like, if you do it with the, if you leave it at the MK48 speed, the reason the MK48 is so powerful is because it does a hell of a lot more damage and its range is insane. But the hammer hasn't got that. However, with those first 7 bullets, it is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And I'm going off a little bit of a tangent away from the QBB, but I just have a serious problem with the LMGs in general. And I just destroyed a C4 by hip firing. That's fucking wonderful, and it killed me. Anyway, back onto what I was saying originally. The way it's meant to be played is aiming down sight, posting up. So, you're supposed to be sitting back at long ranges, probably where I am right now, except not hip firing. And you're supposed to sit back there, and basically it's camping. Like, let's not beat around the bush. You are meant to sit at the spot. I prefer to use the term posting up when you are playing it the way it's meant to be played. I mean, the M27 and these guns, you kind of need to. It's how they're kind of built. Well, that's how it's meant to be, at least. The M27 you kind of do. You can rush with it, but it's not going to go that well. You can do it, and if you're better than the other person, you probably will win your gunfights, but they do have a huge advantage over you. However, the LMGs are meant to be posted up and sitting back, and yet I can run up to people. Not only do I not have to aim, but I can hit, like, I can just spray. I have 75 bullets to waste. 75 fucking bullets. That is insane. 75 bullets, and you only need 3 of them to kill someone. The reason the FAL was so popular at first was because you can get a 2-shot kill and it has a 25 clip. A lot of people just think it's because it was the 3-shot kill, but no, it was popular with the people who go for pub stomping because you could get so many kills with 1 clip. That was the big thing. When you do pub stomping, like people like Benny Central and Weagle, most of it is spawn trapping. You need to be firing at all times or you're going to die. The reason the FAL was so popular was because you could kill literally 12 people with 1 clip if you were getting all 2-shot kills. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that is the potential it has. And it is, back when before it was patched, it was quite possible to do that. It wasn't going to happen, but it was very possible. I mean, you could get like 10 people with 2-shot kills if you're like trapping at raid at the A flag. But anyway, the point is, it can do that, and the QBB is pretty much the same thing. It has 75 bullets. It can kill in 3 bullets. Now, what's that? That'd be 20 for 60, and then you got another 15, so it's 25 kills. You can get 25 kills with 1 clip. Again, it's not going to happen, but it is completely possible to do that. However, when you look at the FAL, as I said, you can get 12, but you're more likely to get, like, not 10, but probably around 7. So, a bit over half. A bit over half with the QBB is 12 kills to 13 kills. Possibly 14 kills if we're going a bit over half. That's the more average, what you could do if you're a good player. Then you got to factor in things like rate of fire, and you're probably still only going to be dropping to about 8 kills per 1 clip on average if you can aim. That is insane! That is absolutely insane. I mean, how... I don't get Treyarch logic at all. Like, I can understand patching the DSR, but the Ballista! Are you kidding me? You patched the Ballista before you patched this or the R870. This is why I don't like this game, guys. Like, not just connection-wise, but this game. People say it has great balancing. I think it has shit full balancing. And as you can see here, I end up getting a 3KD. I think I get 44 or 46 to 15. I can't see right now. I'm watching back on a very small screen. Unfortunately, the gameplay is going to get cut off because I forgot to let it play out a little bit. But anyway, I'm just going to leave you with that last thought. Imagine the MSMC with the fire rate of an MP7. And that's the QBB.